fucking steep!
Bloody steep indeed. Can you guess where we are?
Another day, another ride, and a different country. You might have guessed it. This is GOLFIE!
GOLFIE Scotland is day one, part one of a week-long tour going all the way up to the Highlands. There's some really good videos coming out, so you hit like and subscribe now or you'll miss them.
You keep saying not far. Oh my god, anyone that's come to GOLFIE that's more familiar than us, this can't be the way up. Mate, your bike's heavy as fuck.
It is indeed a cheap, low-end e-bike, and it is quite heavy as a result.
I hope this trail's worth it, Tony.
This is the most...
Having finally got to the top of that bonkers hill, please somebody tell me in the comments if there's a better way up.
I've ever ridden.
Once we get to the top, we're greeted with a muddy, sloppy, horrible-looking trail.
It's your least favourite thing, mate. Wet, muddy routes. It's probably one of my least favourite things, to be fair. Oh my god. This is going to be one of those, isn't it? Where the climb was no fun. And quite possibly going down ain't going to be a lot of fun either.
Adam's a capable and confident rider, but he really isn't a fan of slop over routes. So we're really pleased when halfway down it opens out into steep rocks, and we love that stuff. You can sort of see in this shot here just how steep it is. GoPro's not very good at showing the steepness when you're pointing down the hill though.
That's fucking steep.
That's insane.
Oh, he just said. I enjoyed that. You know,
Look at that, mate. Getting to trust you now. You just, I looked down that looked insane. I mean, you looked at that for a minute, didn't you? Like,
I've never done it, so.
Because that does look insane. It's very, very steep with tep bends in it.
I enjoyed that bit coming down the second bit. You know all the rock bit?
Yeah, all the rock bit, that got better.
I did.
That exit is steeper than it looks in this shot, and I'm really proud of myself for doing it. What I don't realise is the entrance to the next one's gonna be even worse.
All right. This is only fool's follow, and I'm judging by Adam's nervous laughter, it's completely bonkers.
You dare do it?
I don't think I'm going to ride that, mate. I don't know.
Adam heads down, and it's completely obvious that there's no possible way of stopping. It's just accelerating down through loose gravel.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm laughing just to be alive.
That's another little shot which shows just how steep it is.
God,
it's bonkers, this place.
This is freaking... Go back, go. Oh my god. This is...
Just have a look in the next shot, the line of the grass in front, and you can see that's like 30 plus degrees, and somebody said don't enter because it's so crazy.
What are we going down, mate? What did you think was going to happen with a name like Only Fools Follow? Still, it's got a pretty good squirrel catcher at the beginning, isn't it? And I think the fact that it was overgrown should have been a giveaway.
It's pretty obvious that Only Fools Follow is not a well-ridden trail, and my guess is that's just because how steep and technical it is. In the background you can see the hill that we've just left, and we've come to the main area and climb, and this one is definitely a lot easier to get up and much prettier views.
Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you're kinda...
We're climbing up to a well-known trail called New York, New York, but there's a few places to explore along the way, such as this abandoned water tank.
Just the right amount of...
I quite like exploring and droning, having a look around. It just breaks up the riding sometimes.
No way to leave.
So this is the head of the trail, New York, New York. It's extremely long and it has absolutely everything in it. It starts off with an extremely fast, flowy section with a few jumps.
Fast. Very fast. Oh my god. There's miles.
Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you're kinda like... Oh, we've been here before, laying on this floor, distracted by senses.
Looking harsh, breaking bumps through there.
Myself, you turned me into...
Once you enter the trees though, trail conditions take quite a dramatic change. They turn more technical with some really big roofy steps. Also really rough, bumpy and harsh.
Okay. Steep. Steep. There's more. It's got more flow to it. Those other ones were just pure tech. Oh my god, that root snatched my front wheel across.
What I loved about this trail is it had something for everyone and not too much of anything. It just kept changing all the way down, keeping you interested, using all your skills.
Could be my brakes. Can't talk, too busy focusing.
You could probably tell from my handlebars, it is really bumpy. 3/4 of the way down, it splits into a V and you want to take the left turn.
We've all just stopped for a chat to just figure out whether it's left or right.
Which one is which? What's this one? That must be the one that goes across the wall. Ah, yes.
So shall we go in the order that we arrived or just random?
After you leave that section, it does get quite a bit more steep. But I just love all of this. It's just so much fun to be riding on these angles.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They were, you won't have seen them on camera.
They were very big steps, and I'm just having a bit of a brain fudge due to the concentration required to ride. I thought New York, New York was absolutely excellent. One of my top trails, and almost worth going to Scotland just to ride this one. It's absolutely fantastic.
What? Oh mate, that was one of the best trails I think I've ever ridden.
Good, isn't it?
In terms of flow, tech and length. You know what I mean? There's some fast riders down there though. That bloke was right on my arse.
Was he? It's a good trail, wasn't it?
Mate, I've got to say, this Golfie is good. And that New York was, it's got to be one of the best trails I've ridden. That was flipping awesome. Flowy with tech. Repeated tech, flowy, tech. Get a bit of speed on. Nice.
So we go in search of even steeper trails, and this one really hit the nail on the head. It was effing steep.
Fucking steep! Oh my god! I ain't letting off with the steep right now. Whoa! Now that is a big arc.
It doesn't show on camera at all, but it's quite common at Golfie for all of a sudden a very large step to be thrown in on a section where you can't stop. And that actually kind of helps, because braking on those things is never really a good idea.
Oh my god!
Now for me, that wasn't actually one of my favourites. It was just an absolute ocean of routes the entire way down. Had very little variety.
No, that was quite hard. Definitely good practice. That wasn't my favourite trail. That was just an obscene amount of routes. And there were some very, very large steps that came out of nowhere with routes on. Okay, that is.
This final trail I did really quite like. It was steep but had variety and a lot less routes, and it led us right back to the cars. So that, M10B fans, was a Golfie, Scotland. It's well worth the distance visit. This is part of a week-long tour of Scotland that Adam and I are doing, and this is just day one, part one. Look out for the videos. If you want to see those videos, I highly suggest hitting like and subscribe.